John Francis I.S. Cullen. I joined the 5th Battalion Bead Company on the 4th of June 1969. I've only been there a day and we're on ready reaction, 48 hours. I joined along with 3 other men, myself and Spike Dwyer and Wade Teerling, who got shot and killed in Bin Ba. It was interesting because the Viet Cong, or the North Vietnamese, 33rd Regiment, who was our well-known enemy throughout the course of the next 10 months, we stayed in the rubber most of the time, in the rubber plantation, and I remember the APCs, the grunt taxis, were right behind us. And Normie Rowe was one of those blokes who came out of the turret with, looked like John Wayne, with a pistol strapped to his thigh, and we turned around and clapped him down, and he came out the back without it on. There's a couple of mates there with me who are no longer here, unfortunately. Bill Merrington, but South Australian. He and my corporal, Michael, he was a great man, and he got killed later on in contacts. Consano and Matty Linton, they were at Battle of Bin Ba also. We were in the rubber plantation. The APCs had disappeared for some reason, and we were in ambush situation, and about 5:45 there was green tracer going over my head, and I said to the bloke who turned out to be my machine gunner, Gordon Bovang, I said, "Gordon," I said, "what do I do?" And he said, "Keep your bloody head down." Well, he didn't say that, but he said close to it. And then the tanks were with us, and then APCs were with us, and we went through the rubber plantation, and we knocked off a few of the 33rd Regiment. And then we patrolled the western side through the rubber plantation. I had an unauthorised discharge. Our Louis rang up and he said, "Well, what was that, Hutchison?" And he said, "Oh, villagers shooting chickens." So I got out of that. I'd saved myself $40. And we settled down for the night, and then on the 8th, on the next minute I hear the Louis, Bob Hutchison, yell out, "Dung Lai, Dung Lai!" And a lady with a cormorant, with a rope attached around its neck, and two Vietnamese put their hands up, and it was a lady coming home. She didn't know that she lived in Bin Ba. She didn't know that it had been under attack, and the 2 sons, she'd been out fishing with a cormorant, and the cormorant wasn't allowed to catch. We caught the fish, and of course the collar around its neck, it saved it from swallowing it. I remember we crossed over a road, and this woman ran at me, and she was carrying on. I didn't know, and my corporal was yelling at me, come on, Cullen, she's going to shoot you." Well, I didn't know, but she was having a baby, and I delivered a baby. And it slipped and slided around my hand. I didn't cut its cord, I just put it on her chest and went. And it was a boy, and he'd be 50 years today, 50 plus today. And it was so real. I was only 21. And now I'm nearly 72, and it's an unbelievable feeling to be here and to be part of this. The contacts on the first day and the second day were unsettling, and to me it was real. It's such surreal. It was a feeling that you don't want to go through. You all fear. You got fear, and you're trigger happy, and you want to join in, join in the chorus. It was just surreal. Yeah, I just at 72 in September, I miss my mates. I've got a bed in every capital city. I've made some great mates. I'll never forget those men. They were young, straight of limb, and true blue blokes, and well, most of it was national servicemen.